Alright everybody, what is happening? This is Ish Dela and I'm back with another one of my Madden Ultimate Team gameplays. As you can see, the undefeated season rolls on. We are going to try and get ourselves a first round bye right here because nobody wants to play the wild card game. You don't really get anything out of that. And right off the bat here, he is going to get slammed by Terrell Suggs and Watt right there. The new addition, Watt, I'm thinking possibly, even though it's an older card, maybe doing a review on that one. And he's going to, of course, halfback strong followed by a halfback counter. Like, go figure, guys. I mean, who would have seen that coming? You know, so is what it is there. And here we go, 3rd and 2 already. Highlighted Dayon Buchanan right now. I'm going to switch off him, but watch him. He comes up and fills the hole and just lays out Franco Harris. Just kills him, and the ball is mine. Eric Reed coming up. And, I mean, that's a great way to start. You know, we basically just crushed him. And I'm going to come out here with one of my plays I like and just barely get rid of the ball. So, I see already he's going to be one of those guys who's going to be heavy blitzing. So, how do you defeat a heavy blitzing guy? I'm basically going to come out, run my Freddie B screen. You know, he hasn't seen this one yet, so easy money, taking it to the house. There we go. That's what we want to see. And this is going to be a game, basically, where I'm going to have trouble running, just like Darryl Washington has trouble catching. That's just the way it is right there, you know. And right here, he's going to go deep early, and I've got really good coverage by Patrick. Goes up, and I get the pick. No, I don't. It's face catch in front of him. What can you do there? Julio, you know, good play by him. You know, even in coverage, sometimes you can't do a lot with that. So we're going to try and regroup if we can. You know, he's going to run off the outside. I don't really get out there quick enough, so he gets a few yards on it. Normally, I have to go up there and eat the first blocker to make that play work the way I run it. And I'm just a second behind on the user right there. Almost step in front of that. I read it, but just, you know, just a second step behind, like I say. So I do not get it. 3rd and 1 here. See if we can, you know, make a stop. Obviously, that's what you're trying to do, holding for a field goal if you can possibly. But, you know, not getting that pick is going to come up and bite me. I can tell you that, you know. And right there, another one. I mean, I make the read. I have Y down, and the ball bounces off me, you know. So 4th and 1, he's going to do the quarterback sneak. He's get that. I got a few guys up in there, but, you know, he gets the yard he needs. So 2 missed opportunities by me, and he makes me pay on this play. Mike Ditka coming strong. You know, Pete can't make the tackle on him. That's one of his weaknesses, unfortunately. So here we go, tied up 7-7. You know, this is what it's going to be. We're going to be in a struggle today. Again, a guy that is going to blitz a lot and is going to have a really good run D. I'm going to need a lot of underneath stuff. This time I'm going to take that to Calvin on the mesh play. Here we go, stiff arm, just throws him to the ground, and the next guy takes me out. I'm going to run this again because it's going to look the same. You know, Calvin hits the motion again, but this time we're going to run the screen on the opposite side to Charles. Nice play, nice gain, hits the edge, spin out of bounds. I don't need to take extra contact with Charles. You know, I got to save him. You know, he's going to be used quite a bit, but mainly in the passing game again. And there's Freddie B. If that pass was not behind him like that, I might have been able to take it all the way straight up for a touchdown. But, you know, so be it. Charles comes across, spin, kind of don't need to. That's kind of what it is. And there we go, off that little C-type route by Charles, and then we get the 3rd and 4. So it's going to be close. See if we can get again with the Freddie B, and we're real close. He's a fighter, and he's just about a yard short. So I'm going to go for it. I want to press here. This play normally goes to the left. He has a linebacker there. I just flick the analog to the right, and that changes the play, and I just barely get it. I just say that because I don't know if everybody realizes you can do that. That's all you have to do to flip a run. Right there, that's my little, you know, little shovel pass off to the right with Gronk as a blocker, and it's perfect. Again, those are the plays when people are going to blitz you a lot. They're not going to, normally they take blues out, so plays like that are going to beat that guy. And right there's a good play by him. He's flushing everything to the right, and Dick kind of bleeds out to the left, and good play. So, you know, we got a couple minutes left here. We got, you know, we got the touchdown lead. See if we can lock down the D if possible. I'm again in a good spot, and I actually run just about a half a yard too deep, so I'm right behind the guys. That's why I don't get the pick there. I mean, you've got to play that perfect this year, just what it is. And we come up and we make the contact with Ditka, and he finally drops the ball. I mean, that guy's pretty dang tough. You know, nice tight end, very nice tight end in the game. If he had a little bit better run block like he did last year, I probably would have taken him. And there's my Captain Poe coming up making a play. I mean, if there's any of my linemen I've been able to count on for a long time, it is him. My favorite as far as the D tackles I've used. I've had Perry some of those, but none of them can get to the QB the way that Poe can. And here we go on a 3rd and 18, and we make the stop. So we got a 4th down coming up now. 4th and 7. Now, I'm running the nickel 3-5. He sees that, and it gives you the look that you can run a play like this on it. But Poe comes out, stuffs him, and Suggs is right there waiting anyway. Really, the inside stuff is kind of what I'm giving him right there. But, you know, he thought he could have it. So I get the ball back, and there we go. Minute 22, see if we can push the ball down the field, get me some points. There's the Charles, you know, I could have stepped out. I thought, you know, sometimes you take the chance on the spin because he's got a really good one. And here we go again. We're going to run the shovel pass off to the right with him, and just tons of open field. There we go. We are now in field goal range at the end of the half. That's all I was kind of hoping for. If I get a touchdown, you know, great. And here we go off to the left with the Calvin. Nothing really there, so, you know, like I say, sometimes I'm going to catch him with the right blitz, and not every time. But that's really what I want to run, because here we go again. He runs the fire zone on that time, and he crushes me. I got to get rid of the ball fast when you play a guy like that. So, again, we're going to hit him with the screen, but Von Miller makes a great play and saves him, because I would have had an easy first, if not a touch again on that play. So he's got the ball back at the end of the half here, and he's going to go on my Pat Pete again. And again, I'm in a pretty good position here, and he just, you know, straight user face catches me. And at the end of the half, 13. I mean, we go from looking like we're going to shut him down, get the ball back, to him coming back up, you know, having a chance basically to get right in the game. And at this point, I said, no, I cannot keep doing this. I've got to switch Sherman and Peterson. Should have done it after the first one. I realized Julio was there. But, you know, as long as he doesn't switch Julio to the other side, that should pay dividends at the end if he tries to challenge me with it. And right there, great play, great play. I didn't get the underneath coverage called at the very end. He snapped it before I did, and therefore my guys stayed on the top, and he made a great play. So here we go. Now we're going to be in the 3rd quarter, only up by 3 because of that. And the one bad pass I make, I think, all game. That's the only one I think that I did. Easily could have been picked right there. Just forced it. Didn't need to do that. On this play, I am going to force it to Calvin. I pre-decided. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm going to Calvin. Max protect. I block the running back, and I slide my line to the right. That should pick up his blitz. And it does enough for me to get the ball off with Bradford because Cutler's injured. And look at that. That's just a thing of beauty. It's kind of funny, man. I've only had Bradford come in twice, you know, in the last few games, you know, like weeks or whatever, because Cutler was hurt. And both times he hit like an 80-yard bomb for me. You know, I don't know. I don't even have a good backup quarterback. You know, I don't even worry about it because in this game you're only going to be out like 1 or 2, you know, like 2 or 3 plays. So I figured, what's it matter? So, all right, we've got a 10-point lead now, but we got plenty of time. You know, he's going to run that halfback counter. I don't know if he ran the strong before. I wasn't paying attention there, but and we stuff him short underneath. But we're going to get a 4th and inches. You know, and these are always tough to stop in this game. You know, you're always going to get a couple there, and I give him the middle of the field. Good play by him. Dicka's running, so he's going to get a little bit of hurry up now. He likes what he sees, and actually it's good for him because he caught me in another defense, which I only called to really to stuff the run. So he's going to get a couple plays here on me in this one. So, again, a smart player. Definitely he's got a really good team, a stacked team. He knows what he's doing. I moved Sherman over there. He avoids him for most of the game. So I'm going to say this guy, he's a good player. I got a lot of respect for the guy. He knows what he's doing. I mean, this is what you want when you go and you play these games, you know. You want to go against guys who knows what's up, you know. I mean, you're not here to walk all everybody. You don't want to lose, obviously, but, you know, you want the challenge. That's what I'm here for, you know. That's what makes the game better. And there we go. Sherman coming off his guy to make that, you know, and, you know, that's really why I moved him over there to kind of help out. And this time I do run a corner blitz, and he doesn't catch it, and Talib takes him down. So he does end up punting right there. I get the ball back, and I'm going to start off with a wide receiver screen, and I'd make the first guy miss, and that's normally what it takes, and you're going to break a long one after that. That's normally how those plays set up for you. I don't run them too often, but when I do, I hope they hit just like that. And on this play, I'm going to this is a wide receiver screen again, but I'm going to basically put a swing out to Jamal. And very nice. That sets up blocking. One spin, and there it goes, guys. And there we are for the touch. This is going to put us up with a big lead now. again, I mean, this is what you got to do with the guys who are going to run, you know, a lot of heavy blitz on you. They're normally going to leave the flats open, and if you can make 1 or 2 miss on that, it works. Hey, look at that. He tests Patrick, and that time he makes the interception. And that worked that time because he didn't put Julio over there. So, therefore, I do have a guy I can jump over. I can make that play there that time. Just height and jumping, you know, is so important. I really do like my Peterson card, but I'm tempted to look maybe at another guy who just can get that extra couple inches for me. You know, maybe another inch taller and maybe a little bit better jumping. Maybe like a flashback, Cromartie, something along those lines. You know, so maybe down the road I go for that if this continues to be an issue. And hitting the flats again, and he's there that time. So it's not going to work every time. I have to catch him in the right blitz for that play to work, but we can always come back over here, run this play. But again, I see Blitnikoff and Cutler makes a bad pass. Now, that one's just on the QB accuracy thing. There was no reason that should have happened, but the game will do that to you, right? And I'm going to run my little shuttle pass out there, trying to get the first and get close, but I'm going to be stopped. So at this point in the game, there's no reason to go for it. I'll just take the 3, and, you know, I've got a 3-touchdown lead going into the 4th. So, you know, basically all we got to do is just kind of, you know, run the basic D I've been in, and I did run a little over the top, and he does catch me with a really good screen. You know, good play by him. I mean, it's a little too late, but, you know, hey, he did catch me. That's what, probably should have hit some of that stuff earlier. And then he tries the wide receiver screen. I'm all over that. He's lucky he didn't cough it up because Dayon's got that 95 hit power, and I did light him up. And here we go with the counter. So at this point, he's just kind of going through the motions on it, running the clock a little bit. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning. I'm sure he wants to try and score one more time. Keekly dropping it. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I mean, it's what it is. You know, it's not like I needed it. Don't need to be greedy. 4th and 14. This time he will go for it. Patrick Peterson with the 2nd interception. So moving him over there and switching him with Sherman does pay off for me. Not that Sherman couldn't have made those plays, but he was avoiding Sherman. You know, like I said, he knows what he's doing. He didn't throw directly at Sherman, I don't think, once in the game. You know, I don't blame the guy. You know, I mean, if you like to see yourself get some use out of the guy, but hell, if it shuts down the field and nobody's going to throw at him, that's just as good. And on that last play, I was just trying to run the clock out, but he carried my guy like 5 yards out of bounds, so I do end up taking the field goal here. If I could do it again, actually, I just would have went for it, even if I didn't get it, give him the ball back. There's no reason for me to score right there, so yeah, just a brain fart. And he downs it, and we're going to be finishing the game there. Again, a good opponent, good team. The end score doesn't really show that as much. You know, I did end up turning it on, but, you know, for the most part, that was a closer one. I definitely think this guy wins a lot of games. He knows what he's doing. But, again, hopefully this kind of helps you out a little bit on what to do when you face a guy, you know, who has this style of defense. You know, I couldn't run. He couldn't run either, though. But when I know that I can't run, I want to find a way to get Jamal the ball, though. You know, for me, he's one of my playmakers. So you see, we're both at like under 3 yards of carry. But you see Jamal with 9 catches, 121. None of those were deep passes. Those were all behind the line, off the side passes. It worked out really good for me. Calvin caught the one bomb from Bradford, and but the rest a lot of underneath stuff. I already opened up my my one head-to-head card, save that to later, and here we go with the 3 packs. You know, yesterday's I got 2 gold and the coach collectible, so that means today I'm going to get 3 bronzes to, you know, got to balance it out, you know. For every 1 good pack you got to get about 6 or 7 crap ones at least, if not more, right? Well, I thank everybody for, you know, watching this. Save them game changers for the promo if it ever comes out, and then you'll see those being open then. But see you all later. Thank you again.